What some crazy results there. Astonvilla 7-2 against Liverpool, and Tottenham 6-1 against Manchester United on the same day, back-to-back matches. So I thought I'd have a look back at it. And Astonvilla 7-2 against Liverpool. Ollie Watkins with a hat-trick. John McGinn, Ross Barkley and Jack Grealish with a brace getting the goals for them. Nahala Sama with a brace scoring for Liverpool. In terms of the stats, there was 18 to 14 shots for Aston Villa, 11 to 8 on target. They only had 30% of possession, but they really outplayed Liverpool as they managed to get behind the defensive line on a number of occasions there. And Liverpool not changing their tactic approach, keeping a high line and just keep getting caught out constantly every time Aston Villa was getting into an attacking position there. So very, very strange, since Liverpool only lost 4 games for the past calendar year, as they went on to win the Premier League title by some ease last time around. But things haven't been tip-top shape for this new start of the campaign, like I somewhat predicted, but I didn't see them obviously getting destroyed or even losing this particular match against a club that only just survived in the Premier League by a single point last time around. But crazy results do happen, but you'd think maybe like a 1, 2, 3 goal scoreline could be somewhat reasonable and you could potentially see it, picture in mind. But when you say 7-2, you don't really see any games happening. Even if it was Liverpool winning 7-2 against Aston Villa, would be still a pretty surprising result, and questions have to be asked for the Villa opponents. But for the Premier League champions currently to be on the wrong side of it is something that just never really happens. In fact, it's the first time that the reigning champions have conceded 7 goals in a league game since Sunderland beat Arsenal 7-1 back in 1953, before, of course, the Premier League was formed. Other notes, Ollie Watkins scored a hat-trick and Jack Grealish had a hand in 5 goals as Villa affected only Liverpool's 4th league loss since January 2019. It looked like we lost the plot after we went 1-0 down, according to the Klopp. Yeah, so many things to talk about that game there. So just really, really surprising. And the other one was Tottenham that kicked things off with a 6-1 win against Manchester United there. And goal scorers in that particular match, let's have a look at it. It was Ndombele scoring the 4th minute after Bruno Fernandes actually gave Manchester United the lead to kick things off. After a fast start, 30 seconds in, and they got awarded a penalty kick, converted it away, and then Tottenham quick reply 2 minutes later, and then Son Heung-min to give them a 2-1 lead after 7 minutes played in the match. Then there was a bit of a controversial red card given just for Manchester United when both players sort of slapped each other, you could say. Sort of a bit harsh. You think there'd be more of a yellow card awarded, no real dangerous impact. And shortly after that, Tottenham made it 3-1 with Harry Kane. Also had Son Heung-min scoring another one. Serge Aurier started the second half, and also Harry Kane's penalty kick as he got a brace, and a 6-1 victory, 22-5 shots and 8-2 on target. Dominating performance. Manchester United very poor defensively there, giving the ball away numerous times and just all over the show. And being down to 10 men really didn't help things, but you think you should just have all your players back there and shut up shop and not lose by a huge impacting, damaging scoreline, just the same like Liverpool there. At some point you have to take a 2 or 3 goal loss and just call it not your day, as goal difference does change things at the end of the day over the course of the season. If it comes down to it, and then you might look back on that particular match as one that could have got away with. So how do the teams shape up after 4 matches in this season so far? So far you see Liverpool, they are in 5th place, 3 wins, 1 defeat, 11 goals for and 11 goals against. Very, very strange. Yeah, they managed to score 4 against Leeds as they managed to just win that one 4 goals to 3. They defeated Chelsea there 2-0, my club. So that was a good, solid result. Being against Timmy and Chelsea for the second half really helped things for them on that one. They just recently actually managed to win a 7-2 game themselves against Lincoln City, only if they knew back on the 25th of September that they were going to be on the wrong side of things today, they wouldn't have been as happy and impressive with that result here. So it's funny how things go. Now for Tottenham, so far this season, they had a 7-2 victory themselves just a few days ago in the Europa League playoff match against Maccabi Haifa. They defeated my Chelsea team on penalty kicks in the League Cup competition, and they got a controversial draw against Newcastle where they really should have won their game with their domination and handball award that shouldn't have been awarded for Newcastle. So, but unfortunate on that one. Also smashing Southampton 5 goals to 2. They did lose against Everton 1-0 to start their season, but they seem to have turned a corner and scoring goals for fun, so things are looking up for Jose Mourinho and his Tottenham side. And they currently find themselves on the table in 6th place, 2 wins, 1 draw. Very early days, but they have scored 12 goals, top goal scorers, with the likes of Leicester and Everton so far. With Everton being top of the table there with 4 out of 4 wins. 12 goals, 4 or 5 against, and their next opponent is against Liverpool, so that should be a very exciting match, and potentially could end their drought in terms of victories against Liverpool, because it has been 10 years since they were able to win last time around, because they managed to do basically exactly the same thing against Tottenham. So imagine if they make it 5 out of 5, wouldn't be too surprising as things go along the season. We do have a bit of an international break coming up, so it'll be interesting to see how the teams readjust once they come back in. It seems like there's no slowing down in terms of the goal scoring abilities though, because you're constantly seeing like 5, 6, 7 or even 9 goal game matches this time around there. It's just, you get a bit of a breathing time when there's like Wolves winning 1-0 against Fulham or Arsenal 2-1 against Sheffield United. You're just thinking, where's all the goals gone? Or Southampton 2-0 against West Brom, but these other games, 6-1 Tottenham against Manchester United, or 7-2 Villa against Liverpool, even West Ham defeating Leicester City 3-0 as they've ended off their 100% record, and just a whole different team to what they were against Manchester City. So you can't exactly go on past matches, it seems, at the moment there, because you have one good performance and then all of a sudden you're absolutely shocking in the next one. So it's quite surprising, but it's good quality, good fun, and makes for an exciting competition at this time round, as we won't see Liverpool, I assume, be able to just walk away with the league like they did last season. Should be a nice, tightly fought contest between a number of sides there, including my Chelsea team that we did draw against West Brom there recently 3-3, and you would think that would be a really disappointing result, but with Manchester City losing 5-2 against Leicester, Manchester United a 5-goal loss, Liverpool a 6-goal loss, all of a sudden a 3-3 draw looks like a pretty decent result, even though it is against one of these lower clubs there, who's currently in 17th, not looking too great. So what we're going to see in the upcoming season there, let me know your thoughts down below, and what does this mean for Liverpool? Will they be able to bounce back? Will Manchester United be able to bounce back, because they find themselves all the way down in 16th at the moment? 2 losses at Old Trafford, comfortably so. Crystal Palace, now Tottenham, and also very lucky to even get a victory against Brighton on the other match as well too. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you do, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, also consider subscribing. Cheers.